Alrighty, today we're going to be having a look at the Umis. Now, these are an Amazon sold product, which means Amazon buys these in bulk and sells them themselves. So part of me presumed these would be similar, a great product at a great price. However, I was sorely mistaken. Now, before we get any deeper into this review for these things, I just want to say if you're in the market for a budget pair of wireless earbuds, go get yourself a pair of HiTunes by Ugreen. They are the exact same price as the Umis, and they are incredible. These things sound as good as the Galaxy Buds. So if you are looking for a pair of budget earbuds, just grab yourself a pair of HiTunes. The link for these will be in the description if you want to pick up a pair. However, if you want to stick around and see how bad these Umis are, then stick around. So here they are out the box. The case, like a lot of wireless earbuds out there, is very similar to the AirPod Pro case, just because it's a good design, so companies like to copy it. Now the sound from these things is mediocre at best. I've heard £5 wired earbuds sound way better than these. Now they're usable, you can hear the music just fine, and there is a little bit of bass, but for the most part the audio comes through very flat and sometimes even slightly fuzzy, like a bit of static mixed in. I'm not sure if that's because of poor Bluetooth connection. I'm not sure what that is, but once in a while they'll become fuzzy for a minute or two and then go back to their flat boring sound. Not really much else to say about the sound on these things, other than they're not great. I wouldn't personally want a pair of these, honestly. Like if I was given them for free, I probably would go and buy a different set after a few days, just because they're not enjoyable to wear or listen to music through. And I'm gonna say it again, especially when the HiTunes sound so much better. I know this is going to be like one long ad for the HiTunes. They're just so good. I just have to promote these. Just get a pair of HiTunes. Now, touch controls. Touch controls are a mixed bag when it comes to wireless earbuds. I've never really found a pair of earbuds that have good touch controls. I've come across pairs that work better than others, but none that are really mind-blowingly better. They are awful. First up, it isn't a touchpad, it is a physical button on the side of the earbuds. So you have to press quite hard against the earbud to get it to click in. Now, I'm not sure if I just have sensitive ears or whatever, but if I have to physically push the earbud quite hard into my ear, it's not the most pleasant experience, especially if I'm wanting to skip a couple of tracks and I've got to click that button like 8 times in a row to get to that song. That's just going to hurt. Anyways, I'll go through the touch controls just to show you how ridiculous they are. We will start with the left side. Even though I'm realizing since the video is flipped, that will be the right side, but this is the left side for me. I'm not going crazy. Alright, I got to look at my script to read all this because there's a lot of there's a lot. Alright, with the left side, press once to play and pause. Alright, fair enough. Hold down for 4 seconds to go back a track. Double press for volume up, triple press for volume down, and hold for 2 seconds to activate voice assistant. Alright, so if there were taps, it wouldn't be too bad, but the fact that it's a physical button you have to keep clicking, especially if you want to go back a track, 4 separate clicks, that is annoying, especially for volume. The fact you have to press double press, double press, double press, double press, double press, just to increase the volume by like 20%. Way easier to just take your phone out and use that. Okay, now for the right side. We hold down the button for 4 seconds to skip a track, triple press for volume up, double press for volume down, and hold 2 seconds for the voice assistant. So the right side is pretty much the same as the left side, except you press 4 times to go back a track instead of forward a track. The one good thing I do have to say about these touch controls is since it is a textile button, it's almost impossible for them to mistake what you are inputting. With touch controls, sometimes a double tap can be mistaken as 1 tap or 3 taps as 2, which can be annoying. The one good thing about the textile buttons on these is that when you click the button twice, it can't mistake it for 3 clicks because you physically pressed a button twice. Otherwise, the touch controls on these aren't great. So the battery life on these isn't amazing either. A single earbud charge will give you 6 hours of battery life, and the case will bring that up to 24 hours of playback. Not amazing, but not downright awful either. Though I'm bringing them back again, the high tunes here. These guys will give you 9 hours per earbud charge, 30 hours and 30 hours of playback with the case. So quite an increase in battery life for, again, the exact same price. The design of the earbuds themselves is alright, nothing groundbreaking, quite a bulky looking design, not the most appealing earbud in the market. They fit in the ear alright. They come with 3 different sized earbud tips for the different sized ears out there, and they don't stay in great. They stay in alright for just sitting at your desk or walking around, maybe even cycling, but if you did any real physical movement like running or skipping or whatever, so yeah, no crazy movement or these things will fall out your ears. Now the case, this is probably the only redeeming factor of these earbuds, is they have a nice case. The case is metallic, which is something I have not seen before. You know, they've all been plastic like the AirPods or the Galaxy Buds. The metal does add a bit of weight, but it's not too heavy. It's only slightly heavier than the original Galaxy Buds. I like the design of the case and the material used on the outer casing of the case. The hinge on the lid is quite nice as well. It gives a nice snap. The Amazon description described the case as a high-end metal charging case with patented independent power magnet technology, which is a bit over the top for a mediocre case with a bit of a flimsy magnetic hinge. But if they're proud enough to patent that, then fair enough. However, that's where the compliments end when it comes to the case. So there wasn't much good there, was there? There are 3 LED indicators on the back of the case to indicate the battery of the earbuds and the case. There is the USB-C charger, the USB-C slot on the back, off center. I'm not sure why the LEDs aren't on the front, and the USB-C slot in the center. Not sure why they did that. Seems a bit strange to not have it on the front, where not the end of the world, I suppose, but still, why not put them on the front? Like, why? Is it going to is it going to disturb the amazing Umi logo up there? All round, I really couldn't recommend anyone getting these. The sound quality is mediocre at best. The battery life is alright. The fit in the ear is okay. But there is a lot of better options out there in a similar price bracket. Though I would look around and look at some other reviews if you are shopping around, because earbuds are a dangerous market to be buying in. I, for example, reviewed these Edifier X3s and these high tunes, which I've gone over about. These are £40, these are £25. These kind of sucked, and these were incredible. So really, it's really hard to know. You know, you would think the more expensive the product, the better the result. But in the earbud market, that isn't always the case. So yeah, in all seriousness, just get a pair of high tunes. Great pair of earbuds. I know I've been saying that over and over again, but they're so good. Like, these low-key, I have low-key been using these instead of my Galaxy Buds because they are just so much better. Because they're just better than the Galaxy Buds, especially in their fit. These things fit really well. So yeah, that's enough praising the high tunes. It's time for me to end the video. So yeah, see ya.